the banners of justice. We ignite the night, we rise like a phoenix. We're searching for truth, in sync with the nesters. We're reclaiming our youth. Stand up when one falls, yeah, we got your back. In a free land united, we're launching the attack. Justice for the voiceless, break the chains of deceit. Under the Constitution, we will never retreat. Systems cracked at the seams, built for the few. We expose every scheme, bring the lies to view. Movements on the rise, hearts fueled by conviction. Truth seekers aligned, demand a new vision. We march on the courthouse, banners in the sky. Echoes of freedom, watch the old guard comply. No more hidden agendas, no more verdicts sold. Every voice is a weapon, every story be told. Innocent till proven guilty, that's our final decree. Under this Constitution, we're forever free. Phoenix in the dawn, truth lights up the sky. Together we stand tall, no more asking why.
Hello and welcome to the stream. It worked. I am so glad you can hear me. I'm so glad I'm here. And 2 times in one day on a Saturday is just like wild because I never thought I would be streaming twice on a Saturday. So I know the algorithm is letting everyone know that I'm live right now, and I appreciate every single one of you here. And I am here tonight because I finished reading the ISP documents, which I will highlight for you. And these Idaho State Police documents are just, wow. I mean, we're finally going to dive into those released Idaho State reports on the Idaho 4 and Moscow, Idaho. And let me tell you, these reports are a mess, people. This is messy. Contradictions, rumors, timelines that don't add up. And everyone in Moscow was living in a different universe that night. Is that shocking or what? Welcome, I'm Phoenix Talks. Welcome back. We are going to dive into it because it is messy. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I'm telling you, timelines don't add up. So tonight, I'm exposing the bullshit in these documents. And I'm just going to say flat out, I'm so tired of it. I'm tired for you and I'm tired for me. So tired. So in these documents, I'm going to expose it. Could someone else be hiding in plain sight? We know it wasn't Koberger. Come on, you guys. So let's recap the basics. November 13th, 2022, 4 University of Idaho college students found murdered at 1122 King Road. Police and Idaho State Police, the Moscow police, FBI got involved. They took interviews, canvassed the neighborhood, and collected evidence, talked to other friends and roommates, survivors, witnesses. Now, here we are in 2025, August, almost 3 years later. Now we have the ISP reports for the Idaho 4 drop, and it's shocking. Messy, bullshit, and shocking. Totally. And instead of clarity that we thought we were going to get over the last few weeks with all these drops from Moscow, Latash Sheriff, ISP, and other agencies, we're like, instead of clarity, they're giving us a tangle of contradictions. That's what I have in my notes. And here's the problem. I'm going to share these documents with you, but I did a video a couple of days ago, and it's pure BS in my humble opinion, because the first thing that I noticed, and probably you know what? Let me get a pulse. How many of you saw and read these documents yet? The Idaho State Police documents. Anyone? I'm sure you've seen some of it going around. I'm sure you've read. I've seen some videos. How about you? Have you seen some? So here's the deal. Here's the first thing that I wrote down in these documents that don't make sense, and we'll go over them, but I just want you to understand the messy bullshit has never given us any clarity in the last couple of weeks. And the first one I have a problem with is this. You know how I love animals. I love fur babies. Don't get me wrong. This is a dog problem. What do you mean, Phoenix? So I'm going to tell you this, and then we'll go through the documents. The documents are extremely long. I'm giving you the highlights first. Then you can decide if you're going to stick around, because I'm just going to give it to you like it is. Whether you want it up front or not, I am not giving you anything that's a big spoiler alert. I'm just telling you what I noticed. So, number one, no clarity in all these documents, a lot of messy BS. The second part is Murphy. Witness A says Murphy barked while footsteps pounded. Kaylee said someone's here. Okay, wait. I'm just going to pick apart this statement for 1 minute. I call bullshit whoever said this, Witness A. Because the fact, if you're inside the house and you are sleeping at 4 a.m., who in the hell would put their Doc Martens on to go downstairs? If I think someone is an intruder in my home, I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling 911 and I'm telling everybody. I'm going to be screaming. I'm not going to say, oh, someone's here. Maybe shockingly, but I ain't going to get up and put my shoes and my boots on. Okay. The neighbor heard Murphy barking loudly between 4 and 4:45. Thought he was outside. Now, keep in mind, depending on what time they are looking on their clocks in the house or the phones, I know that some college kids didn't change their time. I don't change my watch. It's not like hooked up to my phone or anything. But I mean, those are things you have to manually set back. Now, they say it was between 4 and 4:45. Thought Murphy was outside. And roommate B, this is roommate B listed, I never heard the dog bark at all. Okay, now we have a problem, because the bullshit exposure that I'm going to call this is they can't all be right. A dog either barked loud enough for the neighbors to hear it or didn't. The timeline is freaking quicksand, people. Quicksand. Lie after bullshit lie. It just blows my mind. The second would honestly have to be my top. Well, obviously, this would be 3. The third one is phone record says 4:19 call. More calls at 4:20. A text at 4:22, except the phone clock showed 5:22 a.m. because of the time zone issue. See, there again, it's the freaking clock, the freaking time zone issue. One roommate admits she was drunk, while the other's not really sure if she heard Kaylee or even dreamed this whole thing. Yeah, I dreamed about 4 people getting murdered, and then I woke up and they were. How ironic. I mean, come on. I'm not victim shaming or blaming, but you guys, get the story right. At least that's the honor that you can give these 4 that died. And knowing that an innocent, factually innocent man is sitting in prison for the rest of his life, get your freaking stories right. Let's hear some sheer truth and stop the bullshit. Now, so here's the bullshit exposure I'm going to give you. In a case where every minute counts, we've got a 60-minute gap of confusion. Again, messy, Idaho. Perfect fuel for the defense attorneys and conspiracy theories to arise. Well, we've seen that happen in the last few years, that's for sure. Mainstream media has stamped their label on it. Bullshit media. Now, here's my number 4 that I wrote down. A male voice. One roommate swears she heard a man say, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." Now, keep in mind that this ISP report is written from someone else that told someone else. It's like the game of telephone. Do you guys remember this telephone game? Anyone? Okay, I do. So if I tell someone this is what happened, and then they go tell someone and they get the whole story wrong, by the time it gets to the person who's writing the report, they're hearing it third party. Wrong answer. Nobody else mentions this, not any of the other roommates, not the neighbors, and not even bystanders. So here's the bullshit exposure. Was their memory contaminated later on? Was it misremembered from TV or stress, or was it real and ignored? Yeah. Geez, I thought I dreamt my roommates all get slashed and killed and murdered, and I woke up and they were. Wow. So here's another thing in this documents that we're going to take a peek at. Remember, there's 600 pages. But listen to this. The party versus no party debate. There were several witnesses. There was a party at 1122 King Road. And then we get, well, nope, no party. It's just the girls out at the corner club and the grub truck. Ah, then the bullshit exposure that I wrote down is if there was a party, anyone could have walked through that sliding door. If not, why are multiple people in certain, there's certain there was. Either way, the truth got lost in the hearsay. Oh, and then this one I called out even before these reports came out. If you've been watching me for a while, OGs are in the house. I hope you are ready for this one. I called this bullshit when I read the Moscow Police Department reports. The crazy stalker saga. There's strange stories from Winco parking lot stalker to the dumpster lurker to the garage door grabber, the car door grabber, whatever you want to call it. And then the man in the tree when the roommates walk the dog. Some friends insist Kaylee shrugged it off as a joke. Others act like it was well-known sorority gossip. You know, that old, the boogeyman or the slender man or the Jasons of the world, right? I call bullshit, and I called it days ago before these documents were ever released. I think I called it a while ago since MPD reports. I stayed up 24 hours reading them. So the bullshit exposure on this one is there's too many variations. None of them are reliable. Was there really a stalker or just a myth that grew after the murders? Well, which one is it? Did Kaylee go report this to the police? Did she report it to their parents? Will we ever really know the truth? Because Kaylee can't speak for herself. Will we ever know? I hope one iota of time we'll be able to. And if you've got some bullshit exposure drops, drop them below. We'll listen to yours too, because I honestly think that some of this stuff that I've pointed out, people have noticed. Of course, the bullshit masks theory. I wrote that one down. The ski mask story. One roommate allegedly opens the door and she sees a ski mask person, slams it and locks herself in. This doesn't line up with the official frozen in shock testimony we've all heard, right? I don't want to have to play her victim's impact statement. I will, but I'll save us some of this. The bullshit exposure on this one I wrote down is either law enforcement got two very different versions from her or something got rewritten along the way. What do you think? Do you think someone, yeah, I'm a little spicy tonight, folks. Do you think somebody actually wrote something down the wrong way? I sure hope they recorded all this because that could be used in the court of law in the future. Part 8 that I wrote down, number 8, unlocked doors versus easy access. Everyone admits in these reports that the sliding glass door was the main entrance and usually unlocked. Everyone says that. Even after the murders, police found most victims' vehicles unlocked. Did y'all know that? Keys to the Jeep just sitting on the stairs inside the house. Here's the bullshit exposure for me. It wasn't just a house. It was a revolving door, folks. anyone could have gotten in this house. As I'm sure most of the houses in the area and apartments were the same way. People would come and go at all hours of the night. This was nothing new. It's nothing new for a college town. It's the same shit in the military. People leaving their doors frickin' unlocked. I've got a frickin' horror story I could tell you in the military about this shit, but I won't because I'm focused on the Idaho 4. Sick. Next one I wrote down, the gossip suspects. Witness tossed out names. Maybe it was this guy. He was kicked out of Joe's alley or whatever. Maybe it was a Tinder guy, the creepy dude. Oh, a neighbor that was so odd that hung around them. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. My meter's running hot tonight. Oh, I didn't take my blood pressure meds. That's why. Okay. None of these went anywhere. They're rumors and they make good headlines, but bad, bad, bad evidence. Bad juju. Bad juju, guys. So, what do the ISPs really, these reports, what do they really tell us? The truth is buried in contradiction, rumors, and bad memories. That's the official pins. They pin it on Koberger. But when you actually read the witness accounts, it's chaos. It's messy, like I said in the beginning. A barking dog that may have not barked, full of holes, stalkers that may be legends, dreaming or not dreaming, ski mask sighting that doesn't fit the record, no snow in the area. And at the end of the day, these documents don't close the case, they rip it wide open. Chaos factor. Now, do you think what I just told you in these documents that I've summarized, do you think these contradictions are just drunken memories, or do they suggest something bigger was missed? Drop your comments. I want to hear your take. Drop your bullshit exposure statements. Let's drop them and let's look at these documents, guys, because these inconsistent statements from the state police will blow your lid open. Blow it wide open. I'm going to take myself down. Can you hear me now? Okay. So, Lisa